Spencer, what's going on, my man?
Not much. How about you?
I'm doing well. I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Uh,
There he is, the man, the myth,
there
the
it is.
legend. What's going on, brother?
Not too much.
Cool. Where are you calling me from today?
Clear Lake, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. What's the weather like there right now?
Nice sunny 45 today.
Not bad, man. I'm over here. It's like 65 in Omaha. So I'm in the Midwest. I'm an Omaha, Nebraska boy. So I'm loving it, man. We get the bipolar weather. One day it's hot, the next day it's freezing. So you never know what you're gonna get.
Yep.
Very similar to the women I've dated in the past. 1 minute hot, next minute cold.
I can agree with that one.
Cool, my man. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What are you currently doing right now for work?
I work at a factory. We supply display stands and display tables to Verizon stores around the country, along with display holders for Line and Google paddles and a couple other brands that I can't remember.
Cool, man. How long have you been at that factory?
About eight and a half, 9 months now.
Okay, cool. What were you doing before that?
I was working in the plastics factory making medical parts at SMC.
Cool. So you've always kind of been you've kind of been a factory worker, right?
Yeah.
What kind of attracted you to those jobs?
Just the liability of kind of always having a job, always having work. And then I've always heard good things about both companies. And then at SMC, kind of started driving themselves down. They weren't pulling their heads out of their own asses and not being able to apply themselves like they should have been. So
Okay.
the company's starting to kind of dive.
Yeah, 100%. So what are some things that you really enjoy about your current job right now?
The family atmosphere, that's everybody helps everybody, no matter what location, which department you're in. Everybody's willing to help you out. It's easy to learn, easy to understand. They will always help apply different techniques to help ensure that you are understanding the area that you're at or what you're currently working on. A bunch of different learning opportunities within the company itself for different positions. A lot of people are expanding from that company itself.
Cool. I like that. Now, what are some things that you're like, I hate this shit? What are some areas that you don't like?
Being stuck back in the assembly area for the third week now. I'm not enjoying it, but it's a learning experience, so I'm taking as much as I can get. And then just some of my one lead, he's just can be a very bad jackass.
So cool. So what's led us to like this online space? Like, where do we get from you like your factory job to online coaching is going to be a possible my next stop? What was that aha moment for you?
Wanting to get more into the fitness industry. I've always liked hitting the gym, especially during football season and everything, but it just kind of grew from there. And want to reach out to more people. So even if it's within state or out of state, I just want to try and help more people say, hey, this is something that I've done. Maybe I can get you interested in, or maybe help you achieve a goal through this.
Yeah.
And hopefully accomplish something more that you're wanting to.
Cool, man. You mentioned you used to play football, high school, college, both. What do we used to do?
High school, I didn't apply myself hard enough for college, and I kind of regretting it right now, but that's it. It comes.
True story. Now, what do you feel like online coaching will give you as an individual? Are we looking for more financial freedom, more time? What are we looking for?
Time and financial freedom is one thing that I'm kind of hoping for, along with just being able to make sure that I have time for other people in my life again.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you feel like your current job gives you that balance that you're looking for?
Kind of. I have every weekend off, which is great because I can spend time with my dad and my uncle. And we actually planned a week trip out to Colorado here in a couple months.
Nice.
We're going to do that. And then just every weekend being able to see my mom, my fam, and every other family member that I can.
Cool. I love that, man. So what does financial freedom look and feel like to you?
It looks like being able to go out and have a good night and knowing that, yes, I spent quite a little bit of cash here, but I know I'm going to be fine for bills and everything and not have to kind of worry per se about making sure I know when I'm gonna be able to put food on the table, or what I'm gonna have to put into savings, or how much I'm gonna have to put into savings this week or per paycheck.
Yeah, I like that. Do you feel like your current job gives you that financial freedom?
Yes, it really does. And it's another thing kind of helping is transitioning to this new company here now. It's giving me quite a bit more.
Awesome. So what do we like? Is online coaching something you're looking to eventually do full time and transition from the factory job? Or is this going to be like a secondary source of income? What does this look like for you?
To start off, it'd be a secondary source of income and then transition into a primary source.
Cool, I love that. So in order for you to like go full time, if this was something that you want to do, what would you need to be bringing in to replace your current income?
Probably hourly, probably close to about 20 to 25 ish area at towards the top of it. And then yearly, probably about 30 to 5 to 40, kind of keeping the same range that I'm at right now.
So 35 to 40K a year. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me give you some context behind that. Industry averages for online training is anywhere between 250 to 500 per client per month. Okay. So
Okay.
think about that. Like if you literally had, let's say you're charging right around, let's just say 3,000. Okay. If you had 10 clients, that's 3K a month. Okay. If you had like 30 to 35 clients, that's like over 10K. So think about how fast that could happen. All you would need is you have the entire world to utilize as your resource, and you only need 30 of those people to commit. Right? Seem pretty realistic, right? So now that you know those averages, we know what you need to make to break even. What do you need to make, or what would you want to see yourself making best case scenario? How big would you want this to grow?
I want to say I wouldn't really be worried about money if I have a big enough area. I'd be more worried about trying to make sure I get people up to the level that they want to be at. Money really isn't a thing that I'm worried about.
Cool.
I just want to kind of make sure that people are succeeding in life and they have something to fulfill themselves with. I can honestly say that.
I like that. So what's got you so passionate about that?
Just watching quite a few of my friends go from high school liftings, after school lifts, before school lifts, had high highs, and then after that, between sports, go to a extremely low, especially with some of my family, a couple of my buddies that after school and everything, they just kind of dipped down and just declined mentally and physically, and started hitting the gym again. They started increasing in mentality and everything. It just one thing that was inspiring to kind of watch, and now I'm watching it firsthand with my one friend. I got him into the gym again. He and I are taking steps to grow bigger and stronger, and it's been a hell of a couple months with him so far.
So really rewarding to get to see someone's growth, right? Gives you
Yeah.
some type of satisfaction. I love that, man. Cool. Do you have any current certifications or anything like that?
No, I do not.
That's not a problem. We actually solved that problem for you. We do have an optional certification. It's no additional charge, but it allows people who have a passion for health and fitness get their feet wet, feel like they're qualified, and have feel more confident to provide recommendations and things of that nature. So we take care of that for you, my man.
Okay.
Cool. All right. What do you feel like is the biggest challenge to get this thing up and running for you?
Not reaching out on social media to expand, like, hey, I'm starting to do this. I like to get you or more people interested in, hey, if you need any help or want to get started in something, contact me here. I don't feel like I have a strong enough area to grow a platform right now.
Okay.
I know that's one main thing that I'm going to struggle with.
Yep. So we actually will help you with that. We'll guide you exactly from start to finish. You don't have to have a huge following at all to be massively successful. Like Chad, the guy that created all this, he didn't have a huge following. He made a ton from Facebook, and he didn't have a massive following. It's just really getting people to be able to resonate with what you're, displaying, what you're marketing. And, people will want to get you because they want to be able to trust you. They want to be able to resonate with you. They want to feel like they really know you. Cool. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Awesome, my man. So are we pretty new to this space? So like we probably need some systems, some lead generation, things of that nature. Is that correct?
Yes.
Cool. All right, no problem. So what have you tried so far? Like, have you done any research on the online space? Have we looked into certifications? What have we looked into?
I looked into trying to get certified, and everything that I've found has only led me to in-person training, not online. So, and then the certification, same kind of thing. I've really only found a whole lot of in-person training certifications. So ISSA and NSFA, I want to say.
Okay, cool. All right, no problem. So what do you feel like you need from like a business coach or a mentor to be successful?
Uh, Guidance through what steps I should take, what might happen if I were to take a step right when I needed to take a step left, to kind of help guide me through a process of growing from ground up. Like, hey, this works for me, so maybe we could try and do something similar for you. If not, try something completely different and see if that might take you somewhere else.
Yeah, man, I love that. So just a clear path, clear expectations, a blueprint, some structure, some accountability, right?
Yeah.
I love that, man. So it sounds like I'm just going to do a quick little recap. Looks like right now you've been at a factory for a while. You've been in the factory position for quite some time. You seem to somewhat enjoy it. It could provide you some comfort because there's always guaranteed employment, right? But we're looking to make a small transition. You want to be able to help more people, create more impact, and feel more fulfilled. And this will start off as a secondary source of income, but eventually you want to move it to like your primary source. You enjoy really watching other people succeed. Our goal is to get at least to 30 to 40K to take over your current amount that you're making. But obviously we could strive for, I'd say our goal could at least easily be, 60 to 100K is where I like to see it go. Let's go big or go home, right?
Yeah.
Currently no certs, but we solved that problem for you. The biggest challenge is really knowing where to start, especially like how to utilize the social media platforms to our advantage. And it looks like you've tried looking into certifications, but it's not really meeting your expectations because you want to be more on the online space. And then we're needing specific guidance and structure. How'd I do?
That
All right, good. I better be. Otherwise, they're probably going to fire my ass. No, I'm playing. Cool, man. So the next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go over a brief presentation. And we're going to dive into everything all NLCA. Okay. After the end of this conversation, you're like, yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly what I need. Great. We'll talk about it. If you're like, man, fuck off, no big deal, I'll send you a couple of free resources. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, my man. Let's dive into this a little bit. Let me know when you can see my screen and we'll have a little fun. See this?
All right.
All right,
Yep.
perfect. So as you know, we're the Next Level Coaching Academy. This is a big deal. We're accredited through the Better Business Bureau. We got a quality rating of an A out of a possible A+. So when people are trying to figure out who's legit in this space, this kind of solidifies it. It's kind of like a business report card. All right. So people are saying, hey, this company is like legit. We're also approved through the 3 large certification companies in the world, ACE, NASM, and ISSA. As far as the success ladder goes, we have 2 tiers. We've got certified coach, we've got mastery. Certified coach is great for an individual such as yourself looking to make a transition from the 9 to 5. They want to create an online fitness program. They even might be looking for a certification. The information this course can give us from 0 up to 20K per month in as little as 6 months if so desired. Now, mastery levels for individuals that are already at 20K a month, they're looking to scale to that 7 figures, kind of removing themselves from the coaching aspect and becoming more of like a CEO of their own program, if that makes sense. So really where we're focusing at, we're in those initial stages, we're going to focus on certified coach. Would you agree?
Yes.
Awesome. Now the program itself is going to be 6 months long. Our main focal point is to get you a successful, thriving business off the ground. We're going to help you become a marketing guru so we can make sure we attract the right type of clients, provide the right type of sustainability for income, and we'll even teach you how to make the right couple hires in order to scale your business past your goals. Cool?
Yep.
All right. The support side of things, you're going to have an assigned one-on-one coach for the entire 6 months. This is an individual who's completed both certified and mastery level. So they have a 6 or 7 figure business of their own based off the information in this course. You'll have a customized game planning call with that individual to review the fastest way to get you to your goals. And then every 2 weeks, you'll have one-on-one coaching calls to really review where you're at, kind of make necessary changes, receive feedback, get instructions on what you need to execute moving forward. And then 5 times a week, you're going to have group support calls that accommodate a 9 to 5. These group support call goes over client delivery, client objection handling, sales, marketing, lead generation, you name it, we deep dive into it. Outside of that, you're gonna have 24/5 tech support with your coach. So outside of your game planning calls, you'll be able to text them with as many questions as you like, share wins, victories, things of that nature. Now we have what we call the Zenpreneur method. And essentially this is what this is we can identify that becoming an entrepreneur is exciting, right? Starting your own business is cool, but it can get overwhelming. So we want to make sure you're in a good headspace to move forward with your business. So we help with weekly mindset calls, even breath work and meditation sessions as well. As far as the resources go, you'll have the certified coach course curriculum. You'll have the Zenpreneur method we just got done discussing. We give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific hires or upgrades into your program. Then, as mentioned earlier, we do provide an online certification for you. Any questions so far?
No.
Cool. The program itself is going to be 59 total modules. Each module will have an overview link. It'll also be associated with videos. The first thing we want to focus on is how we get your first client in 21 days or less. This is what we call our activation point. So 73% of our students get their client month one on average, just taking them 1 week. So the clients that get their first person in month one, by the end of month 4 are averaging 8K per month. Now the individuals that don't get their first client in month 1, by the end of month 4 are averaging 6,500. So just to be an average student, you can expect to make 6,500 to 8K. Pretty damn good earnings, right?
Yeah.
All right. From there, we have certified coach directory. I want you to view this as onboarding material that'll help you become a better student. It really shows you how to maximize the program. The success roadmap will take you by 5K increments on what you need to execute to get to certain levels of achievement. So from 0 to 5K, what I need to execute, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20. They have videos so you'll know exactly what's expected of you at all points in times. Certification piece is going to be equal parts nutrition, equal parts fitness. So you got your basics, you got your micros, your macros, how to build a healthy plate, how to build for muscle, things of that nature. Then we move into hot topics on social media, such as reverse dieting. Another really cool one is introduction of blood work, supplementation, and hormones. The second half of this is the art of coaching. So we're looking at program design, programming variables. Then there'll be a final test. The test is 77 questions long. Got to get an 80% or better. It's open book. It's not timed. You can take it as many times as you like. Once you pass, you get an email sent directly to you. Any questions on that?
No.
Perfect, man. We move into the mindset and lifestyle module. Again, anxiety, imposter syndrome, fear of failure, all natural, normal feelings. But how can we move forward to get accustomed with our business? From there, we move into the top 10 struggles that fitness entrepreneurs will face, but we've provided solutions to that. Target setting. We're going to create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. We're going to deep dive into your goals. Administration systems is going to be all the software you need to run your business from home. So Waiver, Stripe to collect payments, DocuSign for client agreements, Typeform and Calendly to book calls. We even have applications you can utilize to load up all of your programming and all of your nutrition into one spot. To give you an overview on what these links look like, each module will have one of these. You click on this, and this will take you to a written tutorial style writing, so you know exactly what to do. Okay. And as far as the videos go, let's just pretend you're going to set up Stripe for payments. You just click on this. So it's literally showing you step by step on what to do and how to set these systems up. Zero guesswork, okay? Same thing for your financial system. So a lot of people struggle here. We're actually going to help you set up your LLC. We're going to help you get your employment identification number, when to open up a business bank account, how to utilize QuickBooks, when to pay quarterly taxes, when to pay yourself, examples of business write-offs, business liability insurance, health insurance, even retirement. So there's zero guesswork on this as well. Then we move into identifying your ideal challenge. This means what problem does your program solve for individuals? And once we can narrow that down, we can then create our offer and pricing around that. So understanding, is this going to be a more do it for you, do it with your do it yourself program? The more that you do for an individual, the higher the ticket offer, which will be established upon the length of terms. We help create high ticket offers. We help with the structure of your pricing. We even teach you how to create downsells and discounts when applicable. The marketing overview. A lot of people struggle with this as well. So we're going to give you 8 different foundational lessons to really maximize your marketing capabilities. So we can show you how to market for all things Instagram related. We're going to show you how to market and take advantage of all things Facebook related. And we'll even teach you how to market for all things TikTok related as well. So it's a lot more than just randomly posting. There's very specific strategies involved. Okay. Have you ever heard of Canva?
No.
If you've ever seen pictures like this is what they call infographics. It's a really great way to professionalize your content. It kind of gives your page more of an aesthetic look. It's really good for like logos and tailoring your business aspects.
Okay.
From there, we're going to move into lead generation. This is where the majority of people come to us for help. We believe there are 6 different ways to create leads. The first, we call it earned media. This is like inbound marketing. We're going to give you 11 strategies to bring more people specifically to you. From there, we have conversation and calls. This is outbound marketing. You reaching out to individuals first. We'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you conversation and call examples. But more importantly, we're going to show you where to find all these leads on all 3 platforms and how to build and nurture these relationships. Referral strategies is probably the easiest way to grow your business. Friends, families, coworkers talking about how amazing you are and the results that you're giving them. So we're going to give you 6 different lessons to incentivize more people to bring you referrals. When you're hitting about 6K per month, we'll talk about bringing on an appointment setter. This would be the individual that does all of your DMing for you and booking all of your calls. So we'll show you how to hire them, how to manage them, how to track them on a day-to-day basis, and show you how to ensure that they are following their protocols. This would happen when you're like, this will alone will save you about 10 to 15 hours per week. Now, when you're hitting 8 to 10K per month, we're going to teach you how to run ads on Facebook and Instagram. So very specific strategies on how to make this play to your advantage. Then we have owned media. This is all things email or subscription-based marketing. So things like Facebook groups, YouTube, podcasts, anything that involves an email or subscription, we're going to show you how to maximize this. There, let's see if this is going to load. There we go. Certified Coach Affiliate Strategy. At this point in time, you'll have a ton of different clients, but you'll have a handful that you consider like your rock star A+ students that are just killing it. We want to utilize them as brand ambassadors. We want them to be able to speak on our behalf about the testimonials and the benefits they receive from working with you. We also want them to post on their social media about you. It brings in more brand awareness. Okay. Sales overview and fundamentals. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you have to learn to be great at sales. We'll give you 10 different lessons to really maximize your sales capabilities, because we're going to set up 2 types of phone calls. The first of which is what we call a meet and greet. It's a 10 to 15 minute phone call to figure out, do I really want to work with this person? Can I actually solve their problems? And they're looking at you as this, is Spencer the guy who's going to get me the results that I want and I'm looking for? Okay. We'll give you confirmation processes, show rate protocols, and real-time examples with our coaches. This will lead us to the closing call. You're trying to lock down this lead. You're doing a lot of objection handling. Okay. So we're going to give you specific scripts. We'll teach you how to create downsells and discounts. We'll give you our entire objection handling web. We'll even teach you financing options to get people in the door that normally couldn't afford it. And then again, follow-up procedures, and again, how to really lock down that lead for good. Now, once you make the sale, we want to track your progress. We want to make sure there's predictable data every single month. So we give you resources for that. Then the onboarding process is the transition from the sales call to now they're your client. You got their money, you're building out the program. What happens in the meantime? It's the first 30 days in your program, essentially. Client delivery is the fun stuff, the week-to-week process and how you deliver services, making sure that each client feels like there's a customized roadmap for them based on their unique needs, skills, and abilities. Also, communication is going to be massive. No matter how good of a trainer you are, someone's going to quit. They're not going to listen. They might ghost you. How can we get them to start executing at a very high level again? If they're doing these things, sometimes it just means they want more touch points with you. They want to feel like they're a part of a larger community. They want challenges, they want different resources, and some of them want to be incentivized to do what's already expected of them. So we give you procedures to bring that to life for them. Customer support's the not so fun side of things. Cancellations, refund requests. How do we mitigate these issues? How do we track it? And how can we make sure this doesn't continuously happen month to month? Retention module is basically stating we want to keep people for long periods of time, but advance them to higher levels of your programming. So we give you strategies for that, and we teach you how to track it. Now, when you're hitting about 10 to 12K per month, we're going to teach you how to bring on a virtual assistant. This will be the person that does all of your back-end administration work for you. So we show you how to hire them. We show you how to manage them. We show you how to track their level of efficiency, and we give you our resources on where to find them if and when you want to make that hire. Last major hire, when you're hitting about 12 to 15K per month, we need to think about bringing on an assistant coach. This will be the person that works directly underneath you. They take on their own clients, but you get paid a portion for that. So whoever we bring on needs to match your morals, your values, your company vision. So we'll teach you how to hire them, how to keep them motivated, and again, how to track their level of efficiency. I did a shit ton of talking. We're gonna do a quick recap. We'll answer any questions. Cool?
Okay.
All right. Program itself is 6 months long. You'll have your customized game planning call. You're gonna have that one-on-one coach the entire 6 months. You'll have one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks. You'll have a private Facebook community and CEO trainings. You'll have 5 times a week of group support calls. You'll have 24/5 tech support. You'll have the business curriculum and the certification. Is there anything at all you feel like we're missing here?
No, not off the top of my head.
Cool. Did you get a chance to check out any testimonials?
No, I did not.
Cool. I'm going to share a couple with you. Cool.
Yep.
So we got this girl named Karina. She was making about $2K a month. Her goal was she wanted to travel more and spend more time with her 2 kiddos. Okay. First tattoo indicates when she started NLCA. Bottom tattoo indicates when she quit her job. So after 6 months, she was hitting 10 to 12K a month on a regular basis. Now she's hitting 15K a month, working about 30 to 35 hours a week and spending time with her kids and travel, living her best life. Okay. Then we've got someone like Zach, complete opposite end of the spectrum. He was an in-person trainer. He wanted to get away from that. After working with us, he 15 times his income. So now he's a 7-figure earner. He has a whole team underneath him. He started in June 2021. Yeah, June 2021 is when he started with us. And now he's like a CEO of his own company, right? Massive success. Last one, this is Lacey. She was, during COVID, she was a nurse, going through a nasty divorce, wanted more time with her kids. She was negative 83, 81 in the hole, right? So life was tough for her. But she got really creative, got a business bank account, a business loan. And 6 months later, she was making 10K a month. She got enrolled in our class, of course. Now she's actually a mindset coach for us. So she's a phenomenal individual. She leads a lot of our mindset coaching aspects. You love it. Now, out of all those testimonials, who do you feel like you could most resonate with?
Last one, Katie.
Lacey?
Lacey.
Why? What about her story did you resonate most with?
The starting so low that she climbed herself out of. It shows perseverance and self-control and willing to change her ways, wanting to become a better person again and show the world that she's not out of this fight.
Dude, I love that you picked that up. That's one of the most deepest answers I've ever heard, man. I love that, man. Are you in a position to where you feel like you're ready to like become Spencer 2.0?
Yeah, I think I have been for a while.
How long have you been knowing that there's more out there for you?
Since I started this job at Infinity here, it just felt like there was more that I could probably accomplish.
And so it seems like you're at a point now to where you're no longer willing to ignore that.
Yeah.
I love that. Cool. I'm going to kind of share some client averages because I think a lot of people want to know what the basic person's doing. Anyone can show off their top 10 percenters, right? We do that too, but we also want to share what our average clients are doing. This is pretty cool. I think this will speak to you. On average, it takes people 10.6 weeks to be able to quit their job and go full-time on their online fitness business. Okay. So just got to be realistic with our expectations. We're brand new to the space, get our certifications. This can happen. It's very possible. If we dictate a lot of time and priority to this, you can leave that job if you wanted a lot sooner than you think. Okay. The students who hit 10K a month, it takes them on 13 weeks, it takes them on average 13 weeks to do so. That's pretty impressive. In just over 90 days, there's a lot of individuals hitting 10K months. Now, the students who stay with us 12 months have 97 clients on their roster on average. So those people that have 97 clients, they're averaging $366,000 a year. That's insane. You can do a lot of stuff with that, right?
Yeah.
And our students are rating the program a 4.5 out of 5 on average, which means they're getting massive results for their respectful businesses. What questions do you have for me on the averages?
I really don't have any.
Self-explanatory, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you show up and do the work, you're going to be successful. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. This is where a lot of people get nervous, okay? So people that are coming from 9 to 5, you mentioned it earlier, you have that safety net. There's guaranteed work, right? A lot of people, though, they get excited to want to do this, but then they realize my level of success is completely determined upon my own effort. So when you become an entrepreneur, there's no one else to point fingers at. It's literally the work that you put in is the outcome you'll get out, right? So if you treat this like a career, you'll get paid like one. If you treat it like just a hobby or a passion project, you're probably not going to make it that great of a living off of it, right?
Yeah.
So let me kind of get a better indication on where you're at, from like maybe a 1 to a 10, 1 being whatever, and 10 being like, I need to make this change. Where do you fall out with this being a level of priority to you?
Probably about 7 or an 8 right now.
I love that. What's holding you back from a 10?
Just a lot of self-doubt, not knowing if I'm going to be able to take this next step fully, or if I'm just going to take that step, let it ride, or I just don't know how big of a step I'm actually willing to take.
So where do you feel like the biggest self-doubt is?
Just making the effort to push out the company and the brand and not fulfilling what I'm trying to do. Just holding myself back more than what I probably should.
How do you think that would make you feel 12 months from now if you didn't move forward and you didn't push yourself to where you knew you could go?
Very disappointed with myself.
So is that a spot where you would even want to have to even fathom, or are we to the point now where it's time to take some calculated risk on ourselves and make something happen?
Time to start making some calculated risks and move on and trying to accomplish more.
Yeah, man. Because there's some people will take action based upon their goal and vision, where they want to be, where they see themselves. And there's some people that won't take any action based upon their current circumstances. Which individual are you going to be?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep going.
All right, let's do it, man. Let's commit to that. Cool. All right. So the next thing that we're going to go into, the financial aspect. What's this going to cost us, right? So we got payment plans and we got paid in full options. Payment plan means we put down a deposit, or we put a down payment down. We can spread it out over 6 months, or we can do a paid in full. We just pay that whole thing up front and save significant amounts of money. Now, the cool thing about this is no matter where you stand at financially, if it's to a point where it's just a financial issue, that's the easiest thing for me to work around. We have financing options. We have extended payment plans. Really, if this is actually a priority and it's as important as you say it is, we have something for you today. Cool?
Cool.
All right, so let's talk about it, my man. It's only $100,000 in your left kidney. I'm just playing, man. There's a payment plan of $7,500, and then there's a paid in full option that saves you $700 at $6,800. Out of those two, which do you think works best for you?
Right now, standing, I'm gonna have to do a payment plan.
Cool. Yeah, majority of individuals, I did a payment plan. 90% of our students do a payment plan, right? Not too many people have $7,000 in a sock drawer ready to fork over, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So let's talk about that. So what the average student will do is they'll put down about 2K. Okay, so that takes it down to 5,500. You divide that over 6 months. That's equivalent to about $917 per month, which is equivalent to you needing 3 to 5 clients per month. Is that something you feel like you can commit to?
No, not right now.
Cool. Totally get that. So let's take moving forward off the table for a second. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Cool?
Yeah.
All right. Now, after seeing the whole presentation, do you feel like this checks off all the boxes of what you're looking for to get you to where you need to be?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. Now, are you 100% committed to this process? Do you trust yourself to follow through with everything?
Yes.
Cool. So lastly, it kind of seems like it's just a financial obligation. Is that correct?
Yes.
Cool. So if me and you were to get resourceful, which means me and you put our heads together, we come up with something that makes sense for you financially, is this something you'd want to commit to and move forward with today?
I would like to try, yes.
Cool. So let's talk about it. It's easy, man. I told you I got different options for you. Okay. Now, if you don't mind me asking, where are we sitting at credit wise? Do we have good credit, bad credit, great credit? What is it looking like?
Good credit.
Cool. So good credit, are we upper 600s, 700s? What are we looking like?
Low sevens.
Cool. So I got a couple options that I want to try first. What this allows us to do is kind of see what cards we have in our hand to play with. You cool with that?
Yep.
So what the first one is called Fund My Contract. It's dope, man. What it allows us to do is get approved for the paid in full. So you'd save the $700, but they turn that paid in full into a manageable payment plan for you. Okay. The great thing about it is there's no payments due for 30 days. Okay. So you could get approved for something, but from 1 to 7 years. So your payments could be as low as like $150 a month. So the also cool thing about this is you'll either get approved same as cash for 6 or 12 months, which means the course is 6 months, right? So we pay this off ahead of time. We don't have any interest, which is awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to send over this and we're going to kind of figure out what you get approved for. You cool with that? You game?
Yep.
All right. Let me know when you can see my screen again, and we are going to do this. All right. Can you see me okay?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. What's a good email address for you?
Spence Dino at Gmail.
I'm sorry. My computer cut out. You said Spence.
CEDINO
This one?
at Gmail. IO.
I can hardly hear you, man. I'm sorry. My
DINO.
DINO.
Yep.
DIO. Spence Dino at Gmail.
Yep.
Cool. So this is going to be awesome. So there's a 50-50 shot that we get approved. We might not. It's no big deal, but this gives me an idea of what we have to work with. Cool.
Yep.
All right. So this will take us about like maybe a couple minutes to figure out what we get approved for. Go ahead and check your email.
Yep.
Got it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
You a Wisconsin Badger fan?
I am.
All right. You guys have had a pretty solid football team the last few years.
We have. It's a good thing.
Are you born and raised in Wisconsin?
Yep.
Are you going to stay there? Or are you looking to fly the coop, go somewhere else?
I want to go somewhere else, but wouldn't mind staying around local too. Oh.
Yeah, man. Well, if we do this right and do it big, man, you can have you a summer home whenever you want and still come back home.
Yeah.
That's the goal, right?
Yeah. Or a winter home and summers here.
Yeah, for sure. Now we're talking. Are you guys winters pretty nasty?
This year I think we had, or 1 week we had close to almost 20 inches.
Damn.
In just a week period.
Sheesh.
Wake up, it's snowing. Go to bed, it's snowing. Great.
What's your nickname in high school? I know you had to have a dope nickname.
I was polar bear.
I love it. What position you play in football, man?
Center, right guard, left guard, nose tackle.
Oh man, they had you everywhere.
Yeah.
You're a one-man army, brother.
Yeah, it's also probably why I got bum fingers and crappy knees.
The price you pay to be a savage.
Yeah.
How we doing so far?
I have to re-enter my billing address.
Oh, cool.
All right. Pre-qualified for 6,800 based on pre-qualifications. Estimated monthly payment 346 for 20. Holy shit. Ow.
Did you get approved for the 6 or 12 months, same as cash? It should say on the top.
Or might be eligible off. I don't see anything that says cash.
It'll say same as cash. It'll probably say at the very bottom. So essentially, whatever you get approved for, it's one of those two options. So they're going to give you different payment plan options, but they'll say at the very end of it, they'll say if you're able to pay off before or pay off this before the 6 or 12 months, it's same as cash.
Yeah, I just no interest paid in full in 6 months. That's the only other.
That's it right there. Yep.
Okay.
You got it. Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
So, yeah.
So the dope news is you got approved. We just got to figure out which payment plan you feel like would work best for you.
Okay.
So we can use, if you want to play it safe, you can add, more months onto it. Take the one that's like the smaller monthly payments, because the cool thing is, really quick, did you get a chance to kind of hear about our guarantees?
No, I did not.
Dude, come on, man. Shit, my fault. Come on, man. I gotta share this with you, man.
Yeah,
Come on. You're gonna love this. This kind of ties in nicely with what we got going on. So some companies will have money back guarantees. We have that, but we also we guarantee you're going to make a specific amount. The first one I want you to focus on is our 90-day guarantee. If you don't hit an 8K month in your first 90 days, 25% of your contract will be refunded. Okay. Now, obviously there's terms and conditions to this, right? We just can't float around in space doing nothing. All right. So client must attend their game planning call. You must attend 6 one-on-one calls in your first 90 days enroll and attend 12 group calls in your first 90 days. Okay. You must complete the actions how to get your first client in 21 days module and all the actions associated with it. Can't have any late payments. You have to charge at least $300 per client for services and have at least 50% of your course material completed. Pretty standard stuff, right? You show up and just do the basic work. We're guaranteeing if you show up, use our resources, go to these calls, you're gonna hit an 8K month. Okay. Second one, that's our investment guarantee. Make 3 times your investment back in your enrollment term or get your money back. Okay. Terms and conditions are very similar. You'd have to complete 100% of your course material, attend your game planning call, attend a minimum of 1 group support call each week, attend 2 private one coaching calls each month of your enrollment, must offer the bare minimum suggested prices and not have any late payments to qualify for the refund. So again, do the basics, and essentially you're going to make over $22,500 in 6 months, right? Do those guarantees give you even more reassurance that this is something you can totally do?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. So now, going back to Fund My Contract, you have multiple different offers that you are eligible for. So looking at those best fits your financial needs, like from month to month.
Probably the 150, so the 80 for a month one.
Yeah, so that's dope. Not to me, you are got a huge advantage because most people don't get approved for that. $150 a month is pretty easy, right? It allows you a lot of wiggle room with your current job, so it's perfect. It allows us to still work, but we can slowly implement more time toward our course, which we can start building in, more confidence. We get your certification going, and then eventually we can start making this to where it starts becoming that primary source of income for you. So essentially, you got this great job that you already like, but now we're building on something that you truly love, right? Something that's major, right? The difference between liking and loving something, massive.
Yeah.
Cool. So is that the one that you want to roll with?
Yeah.
what you'll do there is you'll basically approve that one. You'll click on that one that you want to accept. Okay. And when you accept it, they're going to have you fill out information, pretty standard stuff.
Okay.
Now, the cool thing about this is this will take us about 3 days for probably by Friday, allow this to like kick in and activate. So the cool thing for you is you won't owe anything for 30 days. So your next payment will be $150. You don't owe me nothing today. Okay. The only thing that we're doing is filling out this thing. And then in 30 days, that's when you'll pay your first $150. But by Friday, you'll have your course material. You'll be able to book your call with your coach. You'll be onboarded the whole 9. Cool?
Cool.
Dude, are you fucking excited or what?
Yeah.
What'd you say your nickname was? The Polar Bear?
Yeah.
Come on, Polar Bear. Shit. Show some excitement. Let's go. So you're going to confirm your loan selection. And then once you do that, you're going to be prompted to confirm your identity.
Okay.
So they're going to probably send you a passcode to your mobile device. If I were you, if they ask you for like what to choose, I'd probably just choose like Social Security or something. So Social Security number that's easier than like a driver's license when they want to verify that.
Okay.
And then once you get confirmed or verified, so once they verify your ID, okay, then you're gonna associate that like you'll enter like an active card or bank information. Okay, so you're gonna want to set up like automatic payments for you, so that way you don't miss anything. Cool.
Yep.
You a big NFL player? Do you like to watch the NFL?
Not really anymore, especially after all the fiasco went down with Colin Kaepernick those few years ago.
Oh yeah.
That all just kind of went downhill for me. So I just kind of said, screw it, I'm done.
I hear you. So big time. Are you a big time college football player? You like to watch college?
Not really anymore. Not really lately. I don't know what's been going on, but I just haven't been as interested as I really was.
That's just part of getting older, man. You got other things to do. We got money to make.
Yeah. I'm gonna pause call quick or try and see if I can't get to my. Oh, never mind, that worked. I get my bank account.
Is your family from Wisconsin too?
Mom's side, yes. Dad's side, Montana.
Okay, cool. Have you ever been out to Montana?
I have, and it was on a 2-week trip with my grandparents. It was a good time.
That's awesome. Sounds like you're a big family man. I like that.
Yeah.
How we doing?
I'm at the thank you for accepting the offer bit here. No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think next we're gonna have you they're gonna give you an option to download or print your document, and then you're gonna e-sign.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you seen the new Creed movie?
No, I have not. I've been meaning to watch that.
Man, fire. It makes you want to go train, man. That's why I like those old Rocky movies, man. I can get up and want to go
Yeah.
work out.
Yeah. Those always make me want to go to the gym.
Yeah, man, the old school movies are the best.
They really are.
When he was getting ready to fight the Russian, he was out in the cold and he had logs on his back doing lunges. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't want a dumbbell on my back. I want a tree log. Where can I get those at?
Right out here in my back 40.
So I better be seeing you doing lunges on your Instagram account with tree logs, man.
If I can get to them, I gotta wait for the mud to dry a little bit. I am approved.
All right, let's see what we got going on, because now I just need to push a button. Oh, cool. So next you're gonna see me hit. I'm gonna hit this button here. You can see my screen. I'm gonna send this over to you, and all you have to do is approve the initiation here. Okay, so boom, click that. Okay, so did you get it? So now you just need to accept that.
All right.
Here we go. Here. Do this. Okay, boom, we're golden. So now everything I promised you, I got to hold up my end of the bargain now. All those guarantees, all that shit I was telling you about that we're going to do for you, I gotta hold into my end of the bargain now. So this is the fun stuff. This is the easy stuff. Okay.
Okay.
So you can see my screen. Okay. This takes roughly about 5 minutes. Now, in the meantime, while I'm getting this loaded up, if you can find a picture that you want to be viewed by others. So in the like on Friday when we get access, we're gonna have an introduction on our private Facebook group that says, "Hey, welcome Spence to Certified Coach." So however you want to be viewed on that private Facebook group, go ahead and send me a picture so I can send that to the onboarding specialist.
Okay.
Cool. All right. All right. This moves pretty fast, so I'm gonna kind of explain it. And it was Spence Dino at Gmail, right?
Yep.
Perfect. So this agreement part's just stating that this is the date that we kind of collected all of our data and information. And wherever you see blue is probably where you're going to end up signing. They'll have tabs for you. It might not be blue on your end. And then your start date, we're going to put this as differently because we're expecting the payment to hit our bank on the 28th from the bank that you're utilizing or from the bank that you're partnered with now.
Okay.
So we're going to put the start date as a Friday, and then your 6 months will be at the end of October. And then this is all everything that's included. You're actually getting 5 times a week group support calls and not 4, but this is all that's included. So here I'm going to put down everything that we talked about. So certified coach. Let's see if I can spell today. Cool. You know what the dope part about this is? Like next in like a week or two, this is actually going to a 4-month course. So you're actually getting 6 months of support for the price of 4 months.
Sweet.
So I don't know about you, but I don't know too many people that would complain about having extra support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is pretty dope. Cool. I'm super pumped for you, my man. So we're going to copy this. Oops. Got that. So right here, it just says what we did today. You got approved through the 68 paid in full option through Fund My Contract. You were accepted and approved Fund My Contract in 425. Client has recurring payments through Fund My Contract. Client has all guarantees included. Okay, so then I got one more place, and then I'll send this your direction. And then, if you need, like, for instance, if you're ever to need that, like, the reimbursement, this is where you put your routing and account number. So that's how they reimburse you. Okay. If you were to need it, I think you're going to crush it. I don't think you'll need it, but that's what you want to put in there. Then I got one more spot, and I'll send this your direction.
Okay.
And then send me that picture when you figure out which one you want. And then Friday, we'll get you up and that's when your payment should hit, or the bank, that's when that bank pays us, and then we'll get you rolling.
Okay.
So the other thing is important too is you'll get a text from an onboarding specialist on Friday. You get course access. You'll have the opportunity to schedule your coaching call. You do not have to wait for the coaching call to start the course. So as soon as you get it, dive into that bad boy, okay? All right, I'm gonna send this your way now. Let me know when you get it. Okay, go ahead and check that out.
Okay, I'm on.
Cool. Let's go ahead and get that signed and locked out, and we'll be good to go. So I know you're a guy that doesn't show too much emotion, but from a 1 to a 10, how pumped are you right now?
Pretty excited.
You're gonna give me nothing, are you? You're gonna wait till I get off the phone before you actually pump the fist, man.
Probably. There it is.
All right, let me double check this bad boy, and then we'll get you off and rolling. And I'll let you celebrate in silence when I'm off the phone. Come on, man. All right, excellent, excellent. Looks good. Boom, he did that. Solid work, my friend. So cool. Friday, if anything happens beforehand, I'm sure they'll get a hold of you before Friday, but Friday is usually anywhere between 2 to 3 business days. Okay.
Okay.
So you will be all good. Now, any questions in the meantime, this is my specific number. You can reach out to me, okay, with any questions. But man, like as of Friday, when you get that approved, dude, it's time to go all in. You had mentioned right now that you're at a spot where you know you're destined for more. Let's take some action. Today you took action. Now we got to stay consistent. The ones that are the most successful have the 3 C's. They're committed, they're coachable, they're consistent. Committed means we do all the things and the non-negotiables every day, no matter if we want to do them or not, right? We stick to the program, we trust the process. Being coachable means, hey, we're going to have some errors over the course of the time, but we take our feedback and we adjust it, right? We make sure we make the changes that is necessary, right? Consistent means we do shit day in and day out, no matter how we feel. There's going to be days where you're going to be like, I don't want to do this shit, but you do it because you know what's dependent upon it, right? This is the difference between having an average life and having the life that you've always dreamt of. Right?
Yeah.
Are you fully committed to this?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. All right, my man. Super pumped for you. Very proud of you today, my man.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Let me know if you need anything. Cool?
Cool.
All right, my man. Have a good night.
You too.